Good morning, students. Hope you all are fine and you have started your revision part. As you know, your exam is going to be started on 26th of August. So today I am taking the revision of lesson number 2 and lesson number 3. So lesson number 2, Solomon the Wise. Long ago, there was a very wise king called Solomon. What is the name of the king? Solomon. His fame had spread far and wide. So King Solomon was so much famous and many people from different corners of the country came to see him. So many people come to meet King Solomon. Okay. The Queen of Sheba had heard so much about King Solomon. So Queen of Sheba also heard about King Solomon. He is so intelligent and having so much knowledge. So why she came here? She wanted to test his wisdom. What she wanted? She wanted to test his wisdom, how intelligent the King Solomon was. One day she came to the court with two garlands. Okay, so what does she bring? Two garlands. One of the garlands was made of real flowers while the other was made of artificial flowers. So two garlands, one is with real flowers and one is made by artificial flowers. The queen held the garland of real flowers in her right hand. So in which hand the real flower is there? Real flowers in her right hand of Queen Sheba, and the other one in her left hand, means in left hand the artificial flower is there. O wise king, can you tell me which of these flowers are real? She asked the king. So Queen Sheba asked King Solomon, O wise king, can you tell me which of these flowers are real? There was complete silence in the court, so nobody is able to find out which is the real flowers. The flowers in the two garlands looked so much alike, means after seeing the two garlands it seems so much alike, means same to same. It was indeed difficult to know the difference. So it is very difficult to find the difference between two garland. Okay, how is the king going to find out? The courtiers wonders. The courtiers wonders. Now the all the people in the that court are wondering how now the king find the garland is real or not. King Solomon thought for a while. Then he told his servant to open all the window. So what he told? He told his servants to open all the window. Everyone in the court looked puzzled. Now everyone is so much confused. Soon some bees flew in through the window. So some bees come to the insects. Okay, the bees is mean the insects. Come flew through the window. They began to buzz around the garland of flower in the right hand. So what they did? They began to buzz around the garland of flower in right hand and finally settled on them. So the bees know which garland is made with the real one. So in which hand they sat? They sat on the right hand garland of flowers. Okay. Then the king said, what the king said? I have the answer to your question. Okay, the garland is your right hand is made of real flowers and the one is your left hand is made of artificial flowers. When the queen heard this, she was very impressed. Now, when the bees sat on the right hand of the garland of Queen Sheba, so now the king Solomon find out which garland is real. So he said to Queen Sheba that I have the answer to your question. The garland in your right hand is made of real flowers and one in your left hand is made of artificial flower. When the queen heard this, she was very impressed. She honored him with many gifts. So, after listening the answer, the queen was very impressed. She was happy. She honored with him many gifts. So, she give many gifts to King Solomon. The people in the kingdom praised Solomon for his wisdom. So, the people in the King Solomon praised, means they are praising. They are praising Solomon for his wisdom. Wisdom means for his intelligence, because he used his mind and he opened the window, and after that, after opening the window, the bees came and sit on the right hand of the Queen Sheba, right hand. And why they sit there? Because the garland is real. So this way the King Solomon gave his this answer to Queen Sheba. Okay, students. Now come to the lesson number 3, the talkative tortoise. So there was once a lake in a rich green valley surrounded by hills and forest. So what is there? A lake is there in a green valley, means the everywhere the greenery is there, and that lake is surrounded by hills and forest. Hills means the small mountains and forest. So in between the lake is there. The lake there lived an old tortoise. Who lived? An old tortoise. He was friendly with all the animals, but he talked too much. So he is friendly means he talked to everyone, but he talked too much. Sometimes he talking too much. One day a pair of beautiful swans came to live in the lake. So who came there? A pair of means two swans came to live in the lake. The tortoise made friends with them. The tortoise made friends with them. Okay, so they became a friends now. Every day after sunset, the tortoise would crawl up into the bank. The two swans would waddle up beside him. So every day at the evening time, the tortoise would crawl up into the bank near the lake. Near the lake, the tortoise crawl up, and the swan also waddle up beside him. Means in a small steps, they are also walking there. The three friends would settle down for a long chat. Life went on peacefully for them. So the three friends talking to each other and spending time. Okay. Then one year something terrible happened. So what happened that year? The rain fell and the lake began to dry up. So no rain is there, and slowly and gradually the lake is began to dry up. Okay. So no water is there now. Now see here the next page number 27. We are leaving this place in the morning, said the swans. We are going to another lake. We are sorry that you cannot fly. If you could fly, we could take you with us. So now the swan said to the tortoise that we are leaving this place in the morning. What they said? That next day morning we leaving this place. We are going to another lake. What they say? We are going to another lake. We are sorry that you cannot fly. Who said? The swan said to the tortoise that you cannot fly. If you could fly, we could take you with us. So the tortoise is not able to fly. They are simply crawling slowly and slowly. So the swan said, if you could fly, we would take you with us. Where is the other lake? Asked the tortoise. It's a long way off. It will take us many days to get there, said the swan. So the tortoise asked the swans, where is the other lake? So the swan said, it is very far away, and it will take us many days to get there. So it will take many days to go there. Okay. I would love to go with you, but I have no wings to fly. The tortoise say, I want to go with you, but I have no wings. I cannot fly. So I shall say goodbye to you. I would be here when you return, said the tortoise sadly. So the tortoise says sadly, okay, because no hope is there. So if he want to go in a walking distance, it will take so much days. Okay. So he said to the swans that I have no wings to fly. I shall say goodbye to you. So I will say, okay, you go, both of you. I will not able to go with you. So I won't be here when you return, said the tortoise sadly. So the tortoise, so with so much emotions, The tortoise said that if you came back, whenever you came back here, you find that I am not here. Okay, so now you will go to the other lake. Where will you go? Asked the swan. However, I shall soon die of thirst right here, said the tortoise. So, what the tortoise said? That soon, because no water is there, nothing is there, and soon I will die. The swan were sad. Now the swans are a good friend of tortoise. They did not want to lose their friend. So they are thinking about some solution here. Okay. But they did not know how to help him. But they started thinking to help his friend tortoise. But they did not know how to help him. Perhaps you could carry me, said the tortoise. Now the idea came to in the tortoise's mind. Perhaps you can carry me. How will we carry you? That's not possible, said the swan. Swan said, that's not possible. You are not able to fly, and how can we take you to the other place? If you two could hold a stick in your beaks, I could hold on to it, said the tortoise. What the tortoise said to swan? If you hold a stick, one stick in your beak and one to another swan beak, and in between I can hold it. I can also hold that stick with my mouth, said the tortoise. That sounds a good idea, said the swan. We could give it a try. So let us try, okay, said both the swan. There is no harm in trying, said the tortoise. So the tortoise said there is no harm in trying. First we have to try. Let's see what's happened. Okay. The friends went in search of a long stick. When they found one, the swan took hold of either one of the end of the stick, and the tortoise gripped the middle of the stick with his teeth. So they found a stick, and both the swan hold both the end of the stick with their beaks, and the tortoise gripped the middle of the stick with his teeth. The swan flapped their wings and rose up into the air. Now they start flying, and they rose up means they fly into the sky now. For a while they flew and came down again. So after they started flying and they came down again. Now they are practicing. Okay, now they are not finally going, they are practicing here. They were pleased with themselves. It seems to work, said the tortoise. It's indeed a clever idea, said the swan. So the tortoise said, it's working, my idea is working now. So the swan said, yes, it is a very clever idea. But the first swan won't. So now the first swan won't give a warning to the tortoise. We must keep all our mouth shut when we are up in the air. So what is the instruction the first swan given? We must keep all our mouth shut when we are up in the air. So he said that when we are flying up in the air, up in the sky, we all three of them, we have to shut our mouth. If we open our mouth, the accident will be happen. Okay. So why can't we talk? Asked the tortoise. Now the tortoise not able to understand what he said. The swan said. Okay. So the if you ask, so why can't we talk? Ask the tortoise. If you talk, you will go crashing down to earth, replied the first swan. So what the first one said, if you talk, you will go crashing down to earth. If you open your mouth, you go down to the earth and you can die. Don't forget that we can fly, but you can't, said the second swan. So the second swan said, you know that we both can fly. We have the wings, but you can't. If you open your mouth, the accident will be happen. I do talk a lot, but I shall remember to keep quiet. And you too will have to be quiet too, said the tortoise. So the tortoise said, I do talk a lot. Yes, I am talking so much, but I will remember that I have to keep quiet and mouth shut, and you will have to be quiet too, and you, both of you, Remember that you have to be open your mouth shut and holding that stick tightly. Okay. Okay, then we shall leave in the morning. Now let's get some rest, for we have a long way to go, said the swan. So the swan said, okay, for now we have to take a rest, because tomorrow morning we have to start our journey. The next morning at sunrise, the swan gripped the stick with their beaks. The tortoise hung from the middle with his jaw locked into it. So, next morning at the time sunrise, the swan gripped the stick with their beaks, the end of the stick, and the tortoise hung from the middle with his jaw locked on it. So, after he hold the stick with his jaw locked onto it. The swans flew for a long time. They passed some village and towns. They could see people working in the field. So they flew. The swan flew for a long time. So for a long time they are flying in the sky. They passed some villages and towns. Some villages and towns they already passed. They could see people working in the field. So what they saw? The peoples are working in the field. One of the man in the field noticed the swan and the tortoise. So suddenly one of the man who is working in the field noticed that swans and the tortoise. He shouted, "Look up there! There are two swans carrying a tortoise on a stick. How clever indeed!" The three friends looked down but said nothing. So that man said, "Looked up there. See everyone up there. There are two swans carrying a tortoise on a stick." There are two swans. So that man is talking about the swan, not the tortoise. Okay. So he said that how clever the swan is. Okay. That holding the tortoise. Okay. So the three friends looked down but said nothing. The three of friends looked down what that man is saying, but they said nothing. Okay. Now see, on that in the next page number 29, on and on they flew. They soon came to a small town. Once again the people below noticed the strange sight in the sky. "Look up there, strange indeed," shouted a man. "How clever birds!" exclaimed a woman. So everybody is praising the swan, not the tortoise. The tortoise got angry on hearing this. "I am the clever one. It was my idea. The swan was just flying," thought the tortoise. Now the idea is coming in the tortoise mind. I given the idea and everybody is praising these swans. Now he forgot where he was. Now the tortoise forget where he was. He forgot the warning of the swans. What the warning of the swans? If you open your mouth, you will fall down on the ground. But the tortoise in this mind at that, because he was so angry, so he opened his mouth and shouted, "You silly people, this was my idea." So what he did, the mistake, he opened his mouth and shouted, "You silly people, this was my idea." But he never finished the sentence, for he fell down. But he never finished the remaining sentence, and he fell down to the ground. Ah, that was the end of the talkative tortoise. The swans, however, flew on to the another lake where there was plenty of water. So, when the tortoise is falling down on the ground, the swans continue their flying and they go to the another lake. There was plenty of water. So, like this, the tortoise, because of his one mistake, the tortoise lost his life. Hope you understand the revision part, students. So be prepared and ready for the exam. Thank you.